Keep playing, baby. 'Cause girls is players too. Kids getting money all around the world. 'Cause girls is players too. What you know about?
I'll show you guys all the supplies that I use and try to explain step by step what I did. Stay tuned. So these are some of the items that I picked out. I got everything out of Hobby Lobby, and I did get more than I needed just so I could have a few different options. A lot of this stuff had adhesive on the back already, but of course I still used my own glue just for extra reinsurance. The money and the graduation cap actually came from Amazon. Those did not come from Hobby Lobby, but stay tuned and you'll see what I used, how I used it, and I'll try to explain as best as I can as the video goes. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop them down. So I am about to start decorating. I did kind of speed it up because I didn't want this video to be too long. The paper was bigger than the hat, so I'm just tracing around the hat so I can see how big I need my paper. So after I cut around the hat, I cut that square into 2 triangles, and now I'm cutting just some small triangles in the middle of both sides to get a good fit around the hat. I started with small triangles, and you'll see I had to go back and make them bigger, but I didn't want to make them too big to start with. I am going to start speeding the video up a little bit more because like I said, I don't want to make this tutorial too long. So if you need to, just pause it along the way. So I wanted the hat to have a glitter background instead of just that shiny black. So here I'm just tracing the portion that I want the glitter on so I can cut that out and glue that to the cardboard paper. And this is the Mod Podge glue, and I'm using it to place the fabric and just some regular glitter. And I did those steps for both ends of the triangles and both sides of the triangles. So she wanted words on her cap, and you can just buy letters at the store and glue them down, but for me it's easier to use vinyl letters so I know that the words will be on straight. So I am using Silhouette Studio and my Cameo. I also have a Cricut, but for simple projects I just think that the Silhouette and Cameo is just easier to use. So I went through some fonts, and when I found the font that I liked, I printed that out on some vinyl. I know that this way requires a few extra steps, but like I said, this way is just easier for me because I know that all of my letters and words will be straight versus gluing down each individual letter. Here I'm just adding my words to a piece of vinyl transfer paper so that I can transfer. After I transferred the words onto a piece of transfer paper, I am now transferring the words to where I want it for the hat. It's a little bit more difficult because of the glitter, but as long as you have a scraper or a squeegee, you'll be fine. I don't know how I lost that L and that E, but I reprinted it on the vinyl and now I am applying that portion. I'm just checking the fit of everything before I actually glue things down. As you can see, I'm using the Mod Podge glue again for this part. For the bling trim, I used E6000 glue since it's metal and Loctite on the ends for extra reassurance. As I mentioned in the beginning, most of these things are already sticky on the back, so I am just placing it down and it's staying in place, and cutting it where I want it and then applying my own glue. I didn't record myself doing the entire border because I want to keep the video short, but this is how it looked once I finished that process. I always place my items just to see what it's going to look like before I actually glue it down to make sure I'm going to like it. So now that I've seen it and I like it, I am gluing those items down. And I'm using E6000 glue for this portion because that glitter material is actually a fabric. She wanted to incorporate money on her cap, so I watched a few videos and tried a few different folds before I actually decided on which one to use. And this is what we decided on. Now I'm just playing around with the flowers, moving them around, using different sizes just to see how I want it to look before I actually glue them down. I'm using a hot glue gun for this portion because of the flower material and also because I'm stacking them on top of each other. The hot glue just dries better and faster for me. Of course, I always grab my Loctite for extra reassurance. This is the final result. I love it. She loves it. I'm also going to show it to you from a different angle, but I really love how everything came together. Thank y'all so much for watching this far. I know I sped the video up a lot, so if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this video helped someone.
It's getting money all around the world.